why I'm obsessed with Rotten Mango, and what you can learn from the YouTube podcast show. Each week, I spin a wheel of names of the YouTube podcast top 100s. And I pick shows that are tied to the news so I can relate my television news experience to help you see this content through a producer's lens. The goal is to help you turn your expertise into content. And one show that will help you really think outside the box is Rotten Mango. I've become obsessed with it because it is so creatively produced. I'm really glad the wheel made me watch it. This wheel, by the way, is a great way if you are indecisive or you have so many choices and you don't know where to start on any project. So I highly recommend it. Let me share my first impressions of Rotten Mango. I have not binged it, let me just be clear. I'm not a super fan coming here to promote it. I'm a producer looking at it for the first time, and it is a hot show in the true crime space. And that's also why it fit what I'm doing right now, because of the Diddy trials. That's what drew me to it as an option. I was like, okay, this could work. Diddy trials. Okay, here we go. So, Rotten Mango. Stephanie Soo is a South Korean American creator who, from what I can tell, is based in Atlanta, where I'm from. So maybe we can meet up. And she has this storytelling YouTube series, Rotten Mango, where she delivers, true crime stories with a unique voice, polished, engaging, somehow warm despite the dark subject matter. And I really like the way she presents herself. We'll get to that.
Bada bing, bada boom.
We just got back home and I wanted to film this really quick so that I can edit it, get it up in time. And this is gonna be a very short video. This is not gonna be like a normal RM episode. But we just flew in from New York City, where Sean Diddy Combs was found not guilty on all of his major charges.
What surprised me most is that, you would never guess she is in Atlanta, if that's where she is. She kind of comes across as this international brand from her sets to her appearance. You really do get the sense that she's global, and her brand is global. She has millions of followers across all platforms. She's huge. So I highly recommend you check her out on YouTube and then also on TikTok. We'll get to her strategy on TikTok. That is essential. Her logo alone, let's start with that. Her logo alone sets the tone. So when you go to her page, you look at the logo, you're like, okay, I know what I'm getting. Her visual promise is there and she delivers. That's what you need to do too. Her thumbnails are also very consistent with an image of her on every single one. Now, the set design is where I really want to focus on this one. And if you need equipment suggestions, be sure to check out the description. I have a link to an Amazon storefront where I lay out suggestions for you. I've reviewed some products, lights, mics, and it'll help you. Her room doesn't scream news anchor. It screams friend you can trust. Like right now, I'm on vacation and I wanted to record these. And I was like, well, I could wait till I get home and do it in my office, or I could just do it. So I'm doing it. She gives that vibe. However, you can tell it's a set. She's definitely setting up her background before she shows up on camera. She's also trying to make you feel very connected to her so you relate to her content, which is key. Visuals help, guys. The lighting on her sets is also really nice and warm. And that then brings me back to the equipment. Her equipment for these setups is totally attainable. You could have consumer lights, soft backlighting, and a good mic and have a strong quality shot like she does. Right now, I'm just using a microphone and I'm out. Look, I am outside, guys. Why? Because I am just getting started and I just need to be showing up. And if that's where you're at, you just need to do the same. Unless you have money and can really put it in, or you have like a set, like location that you're always at, go for it. But I want to be mobile, so I need to think more mobile, and I'm thinking outside might be my thing. Do what's right for you. Okay, let's continue to break down this show. Her format and team. Now, the one thing I love is that she has her husband as a conversational off-camera partner.
And this morning, there is a situation with a banana gun in the courtroom. Mark Garagos.
Banana gun.
A banana gun, a fructose weapon. Okay, Mark Garagos is kind of like holding it in front of him. Again, like a fructose weapon. I genuinely don't know why he's holding it like that. Like a federal weapon with the serial number scratched off.
Is he like feeling playful or something?
I think so, and he wants to give it to his daughter,
I
Teddy.
love this. I actually wanted to do a podcast like this where the producer is that off-camera voice. It's kind of what he is. He's their producer, and he may actually be her producer. But the scripting and research and visual storytelling that she does definitely takes a team. You could try to do this on your own, but you're not going to be cranking out as much content as she's doing. You may need to do one every few weeks because it's a lot of research that she puts into this, and that type of lift requires help. So if you could get people together, go for it. But you can also apply this strategy to any type of expertise and showcase research and news articles on any topic. All right, let's recap. Again, I am on vacation. This is not a typical outfit that you would wear on camera for a TV show, but it is something that I would wear. So I'm trying to just be myself, and you should too. Here's some takeaways that I get from Rotten Mango. Build a recognizable brand. Use thumbnails and a logo that really set you apart, but deliver on a promise and set an emotional tone with your audience. Make your space approachable. You don't need a fancy set. You really don't. And you can use consumer lighting and start without overspending, but you do need to have equipment, okay? Focus on a feeling. Deliver people an emotion. Now, when you're storytelling, you really want to make sure you're putting them first. So think about that before you start writing your content, okay? And again, I really recommend Rotten Mango as a masterclass in how to create content because she really has a strong product that is building across all different platforms in a very consistent manner. And the fact that she has millions on YouTube, millions on TikTok, she's doing it right. And it looks easy. Like the YouTube videos are very simplistically shot. And her Instagram and her TikTok are clips from those videos. And that is something you can do. So make sure you subscribe to this channel so you can learn how to start thinking like a producer to turn your expertise into content. I'm also working on something for you, a digital course that will help you become on-camera ready, from the lighting, your appearance, your brand, your look. And be sure to subscribe to this channel so you're notified the next time I have a YouTube podcast breakdown that can help you think like a producer. You also want to check out my Substack. I have a link in the description. And if you need equipment to show up on camera ready, I have an Amazon storefront. That link is down there too. I have reviewed some consumer products, including this one. They're very affordable. Some of them, may stretch you a bit, but they're consumer products that you can get on Amazon, and it becomes a lot easier to build out your studio space or become Portal when you know what to buy. So I hope that helps you. And then I really would love for you to share this with a friend. If you love what I'm doing and you think, wow, she's onto something, I want to share this with someone, share it. Send them a link. Tag them to this video. Comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Is there a show I should be checking out outside of my wheel of names? Let me know. And also find me on Instagram, LinkedIn, all the things. Let's get in touch. Finally. Yes, a lot has been said. But finally, I am working on something for you, just for you. I've heard through the years, the last few years especially, people struggle with showing up on camera. And I truly believe that if you have a strategy in place and you know what you're doing, it becomes more comfortable. So this course is going to be the on-cam ready essentials, from how to talk on camera, lighting, all the types of equipment you need so you could be portable. And it also helps you figure out how to edit and do some basic editing so that you know what to do to create content and the social media afterwards. This is not a long-form content course, it's a short-form content course because if you are an expert, you can start building your audience slowly on social media before you start diving into that long-form content. However you want to go about it, I'm here to help you become more confident online. So follow along and find my website, oncamready.com. Join the waitlist for the course. I'll be recording that after I record all these in my pajamas on vacation. See ya.